Welcome back. Hi,
Oh, that was
Rich. How you doing?
powerful. I'm good. I'm impressed with that. I was impressed with that. That was such a powerful, and like, here we are. We are
Yes.
men, and we are here to talk about a manly thing and do manly stuff and
And
spit
if you
and scratch.
watch episodes back to back, we haven't gone anywhere.
No, but your costume change will be a little.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like Whoopi at the Oscars. You know, did like 8 costumes.
No,
Still
you're
have-
not. You're nothing like you're not all be at the Oscars because you're tolerable.
Yeah, that's true. That was before she was the Predator.
When, but when was Whoopi ever tolerable?
Sister Act.
One thing,
Just,
and really that was
you
more
act.
because of the. But that was more because of the rest of the cast and Maggie Smith. That was not because of her.
Yeah, Maggie Smith was great. Maggie Smith was great. And so was Lauryn Hill, right? That was Lauryn Hill.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me who was in. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, because she was from the Fugees. I think that was Lauryn Hill. That was a young Lauryn Hill. I think was the younger black girl with the phenomenal voice. I can't remember. I think that was Lauryn Hill. I could be wrong.
That could be number 2 because I don't remember. Because in number 1 it was a
That was just
sweet little.
Yeah,
Just it was all the white nuns. So I don't know if that's if you're thinking
the second one. It was the kids, right? She was like the.
I haven't seen either movie in forever, so I can't. I'm not going to.
Sister Act 2, I definitely had like the kids choir that she was coaching.
Do the full title, Sister Act 2. Come on, do the full title.
None of your business.
Close enough. It was Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Seriously.
Is that a nun joke that I just don't get?
Yes, it is because the headdress that's called a habit. It's a nun's habit.
I was searching for like a covenant joke or like a
no.
Like
the outfit they wear is called a habit. It's the nun's habit. So back in the habit, it's the double.
I was gonna put 2 and 2 together on that. I'm like,
people who knows what a nun's habit is.
I guess.
But granted, you are from Florida, so not a lot of nuns down there, I reckon.
We do, but we're not really up on their lingo and dressing habits.
Well, see, as an author of books, you should know these in case you ever decide to write something with nuns. Because you can't call them penguins.
Oh, I'll call them penguins. As long as it's in the character's personality, it's totally fine for me to do it.
But how do you describe? How would you describe what they're wearing?
Handmaid's Tale with less rape.
No, they're not wearing the black and white though in Handmaid's Tale.
No, but they still.
So you can't go there. Sorry,
it's still
and that's more of your Puritan. That's not proper nuns. That's more Puritan outfit. That's Puritan. So you're not even. See, you're still not right. Come on.
I never said I was right to begin with. So
true.
But yes, we are back for episode 6 of what is this show called?
284.
Yeah, right. No, episode 6, and we are finishing out our Jurassic saga. With my least favorite of the entire series.
Yeah. See, I still don't know if I like this one less than Lost World.
Lost World is tolerable because I actually know what's going on.
Ooh, that's a good point. See, this movie doesn't work theatrically. The extended cut makes it a little bit better.
Yes. Now, what I will say is that this movie is one of the top 2 or 3 when it just comes to freaking dino action.
Oh, yeah.
They go all out. Yeah. They did a great job with the dinosaurs.
And there is one sequence in particular we are going to gush over.
I can't wait to talk about
just remind me, we are watching theatrical version, aren't we?
Theatrical, because that is the most obtainable and the easiest for people to find. So theatrical and the shortest.
only by like 20 odd minutes.
And it's just the beginning.
There's a couple of other bits throughout it. Some connecting tissue.
The extended is the beginning with the dinos.
With the prologue.
The prologue, yeah.
Yes, the prologue is longest.
And that was just for dino fodder. That was nothing to actually
advance. Why are you complaining about dino fodder?
Oh.
Sounds like you're
I
complaining
don't know
about
if
that.
I was complaining. I was just
It sounded like you were complaining. It sounded like you were complaining.
You came
Beloved viewers.
ready. You came ready today,
Beloved,
and I'm
beloved viewers.
thrown off.
Beloved viewers, in the comments below, was he complaining about more about the dino fodder? Tell us in what your thought, if you agree or disagree, in the comments. See, I'm participating, and yes, I'm a little spicy today.
You are spicy.
I'm a little
spicy because I think you're spicy because you haven't seen Rebirth yet.
Probably, yeah, actually, I am. I'm jealous of that. I am jealous of that. You saw it before I did.
Yeah, we went opening weekend. My wife and I went. Chrissy's like, she enjoys a good movie, but she was just kind of like, what did she say? She said, when we get home, I'm going to have to watch some cartoons so I can go to bed.
Well, that was like the first time I ever saw the 1990s miniseries version of It with Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Oh yeah.
My parents introduced us to that movie. I think I was like 15 at the time, and it was raining at the same time. I couldn't sleep. So you know how I got over that initial that like I tried to go to bed, I couldn't. I tried to read, I couldn't. So I had to watch a movie. I watched the uncut, unrated version of Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop. I needed violence. I needed so much actual blood on the screen because my mind was running rampant with what Pennywise was doing to the kids.
Yeah, it's different when it's kids. When it's kids, it's.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the fact that it was kids. It was the fact that you never saw the violence. You never saw blood. It was just you see a kid, you see Pennywise reach for the kid, zoom in on Tim Curry with the fangs, and then do a dissolve. So my mind was racing and creating all the things it was doing. Sure. So I needed to see some actual blood and guts, and RoboCop is as good a movie to do that with. Pretty much anything from Paul Verhoeven.
Well, yeah, especially that era. You're talking like mid 80s.
So it was like it could have been that. It could have been Total Recall.
Yeah, I mean there were any number of movies.
Not Basic Instinct, not Showgirls.
No.
Not enough blood and guts in those movies.
No. Plenty of other things that could get your mind off of the.
I hadn't seen them at the time, so I had to go with something I knew.
Yeah, the only movie that ever did that to me was Fire in the Sky. Fire in the Sky was a terrifying movie.
I get that.
But I was also younger. I was probably like 12, 11.
Oh, way too young.
Yeah, and we were watching Fire in the Sky, and that, if nobody knows what that is, it's like a horrific alien abduction movie.
Yeah, it's based on it's based on the accounts of a guy who, like a real guy who, and his accounts of when he was abducted.
Yeah, but it is inside the ship with the aliens.
Yeah. They show the whole. They show the whole. Yeah, they show the whole thing in the movie. Yeah,
it is terrifying because it's like kind of his perspective point of view. A lot of it too. So it's like him being dragged and like the lights and the flashing and him screaming. Yeah. It's like, like that movie messed me up for like it shook me for a couple of days. I was just like couldn't go to sleep, couldn't do anything like that. That was a rough one, but this movie terrified me not this movie, but the first Jurassic Park terrified me as a kid.
Oh no, this movie's pretty terrifying for different reasons.
Oh yeah, especially as a storyteller.
Oh, not even just that some of the choices, some of the casting.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Like I said, it's a movie about dinosaurs, so there is plenty of good in this movie. But
I do find the bad outweighs the good, though.
The bad definitely outweighs the good, because if the good outweighed the bad, this wouldn't be 7th on my list of 7 Jurassic movies. So
well, currently it's tied 6+. It's tied 6. As I said, depending on the mood, like at the end of this movie, I'll be able to, after watching it again all the way through, I'll be able to give you my if I think it's worse than Lost World.
Sure. Yeah. And like I said, Lost World isn't much better than this for me, but it's
no one's doing Jim Carter in this movie against raptors.
No, like I was watching when I was writing my last few books that had dinosaurs in it, between listening to the soundtracks and watching the movies, I would always like groan when I put on Dominion. It just because at least in Lost World, it got going like immediately, and you had really good cast interactment at like immediately. So it was like
and then you also get, you know, like Pete
the
Postlethwaite. You
vibe,
do get
everything.
Peter Summit. You actually
Yeah.
do get some really good characters, some really good actors. So no, I get that. I get that.
So
shall we just get into this one?
Let's get into this. Jurassic World Dominion, and let's roll.
Oop. There you go. I do think this is definitely one of the worst openers.
Like I said, that was still something that has always kind of bothered me, where I'm like, for such a prestigious movie series, the openers have largely been underwhelming.
Well, except for Fallen Kingdom.
Well, as I said, largely. I mean, you're talking 6, now 7 movies, and there's 2 that you and I really like.
Yeah, I am curious to see how the opening for Rebirth is. Don't tell me anything.
I won't.
Good.
I mean, this part of the opener is good, but
Yeah,
it's kind of short and sweet. And that was it, because now it gets kind of.
yeah, that's the thing. I get it. You've got to set up everything, you know.
That part I love.
Yeah, I love the pterodactyl attacking the dove.
Yeah. This voiceover is so cringe.
Yeah, it is.
Why is she whispering? Is it just because she's trying to be quiet, or
trying to be quiet? No, I'm pretty sure it's because she's trying to be quiet.
Yeah, this is a good shot though.
Oh, look, the dinosaur stuff is great.
Yeah,
we both agree that. It's just everything else sucks.
I think that was an Allosaurus, right? Juvenile Allosaurus there.
Yeah. And the idea of the black market, I do like the idea of the dinosaur black market.
Yeah. Because that's going to work out.
Dodson, we got Dodson here.
Dude, nobody still cares. It took me forever. Yeah, nobody cares.
That's the thing. Like, that's a deep cut from the first
30 years later, still nobody cares.
I had to explain to my parents who he was and why it was such a big deal. Even when they later on,
it took me a while to figure it out.
Like, even later on, when they had the shot of him with the Barbasol can, I
didn't get it right away.
Yeah, no, I think I had to tell you that too. How important he was.
I think so. Yeah. But it's like in this, they're saying soul something or other to Bison. I'm like, oh, because soul something or other to InGen worked out so well. Let's give it to soul to another bio company.
With sin in the name as well.
And any company that has bio in the name is just milking the name.
Yeah.
It's on top of One Trade Center.
I gotta admit, Michael Giacchino did do a good job with the scores.
Oh yeah. All the scores are good. I mean, that's the one. That's like the one super consistent thing with these movies is the scores are great.
And this is like I don't like this. This is the true opening for the movie, and I don't like it at all.
I don't
like it. I don't like it because of.
Yeah, it's.
I don't like it just because it's these characters, and I don't believe Claire has the ability or even the balls to do this.
No, yeah, like I said, her character arc is very strange.
It's almost as bad as Henry Wu's.
Henry's is just more over the top. But yeah,
like I can understand. What's her name? Zia.
Zia.
Zia. I understand her doing this because in Fallen Kingdom she's a badass, but not Claire.
She's a doctor too. She's a paleo veterinarian, so I mean, she obviously cares for these animals. But
and the other thing is, how does Claire know how to pick a lock now?
Yeah. Don't you worry. The best character arc in all of cinema is about to pop his pretty little head.
Yes, you're absolutely right. We always talk about it. There he is. There it is. Like, they set him up perfectly with that reveal as being the comic relief still, and then they just sidetrack him. They sideline him because of nostalgia.
Oh, his reveal later in this movie is so bad. It's so bad.
And why is it the back doors always fling open in these sort of things?
I don't know. Apparently, they don't have like good
They
cars.
Don't close. They don't lock properly.
I guess not. This is great. Again,
yeah, it is.
It's
like,
dinosaurs.
it is cool.
It's cool.
It is cool. It's cool. I just don't like it with these characters.
No, but the haze with the Triceratops, or not a Triceratops, it's whatever that dinosaur is.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool and everything, but as I said, I don't like it with these characters.
Yeah, these characters are not good in this role.
See, that's the perfect theme for the whole movie, and they ignore it completely.
Yes. But coming from him, why is he all of a sudden Sigmund Freud over here? Like, he was the guy that plugged in stuff in.
Yeah, he was the techie. He was the nerd. He was your comic relief. And now look at him.
The way he looks too. Like,
it's like he was full on nerd in the previous movie. Here, he's just trying to be. It's like, well, badass.
Yeah, I think that was also probably a Hollywood contract thing because they were trying to build up his career too. The actor.
Yeah.
They were trying to build up his career, and you're going to keep casting him as the dweeby guy. That's all he's ever going to get casted in. So they probably.
And now we got a pack of Elvises.
Yeah. Parasaurolophus.
Elvis with the pompadour.
Elvis. Yep. Sorry. I'm putting my my other earbuds back on. Those ones keep falling out.
I still don't understand how, Owen now is a cowboy in Yellowstone.
That I actually don't mind at all because it actually.
No, I don't mind it either, but I'd like a bit of explanation how he can rope a dinosaur.
I mean, he's always. I mean, Claire said it herself. I didn't grow up in a rodeo or wherever you did. Remember when? He said you got to jump on the T-Rex.
I'm sorry, but it's still that thing of they're vague enough to be able to give him any power they need him to have.
Yeah,
that's poor writing.
Oh no, yeah.
And I'm sorry, that tree trunk shouldn't be stronger than.
It depends on how.
Yeah.
I mean, those things were. I'm trying to remember. They were 30 feet long. I know that. They were like 13 feet tall. So that's about right. I mean, they were like 10 or 15,000 pounds. So, I mean, that's a large car. So I'm assuming that stump, especially weakened by its state.
Yeah, the stump shouldn't hold that in place.
No.
Nothing can hold the power of Elvis.
It's true.
Thank you very much.
Elvis is not dead. He just went home. Or what is it from? To Hot Shots? Give it up. The king is dead. Charlie Sheen. Oh, I thought I saw Elvis. Yeah, I was 31 feet long, 10,000 pounds.
And this, I mean, there's no explanation for who anyone is. You just get shown a bunch of random characters.
And that dude has face tats, so you automatically assume.
Oh yeah, you know he's a villain, and that's the thing. It's too obvious he's a baddie.
Yeah. That is the editing and the jump cuts where they're throwing a lot of pieces of this story at you at once.
It's too much story. It's too much story for one movie.
They're also like trying to get you caught up because it's obviously been a couple of years.
Yeah,
and it's like
they're doing it poorly.
Yeah, and I just don't think you need it.
No, just give us what we want. Give us the dinos. And I have to admit, this I don't like this sequence we're about to hit. This scene. Where she's Little Miss Expert.
Yeah, I think this is obviously they're trying to show her as a Little Miss Expert. They're trying to show off. I believe these are Apatosaurus.
Yeah, they are.
They're trying to show off them being able to survive in cold conditions.
Oh, I'm okay with the dinosaurs. It's her, the way she's acting like the character. Granted, I never liked this character to begin with.
Yeah, it worked in Fallen Kingdom because she was such a large piece of the puzzle. And she was a young, innocent little girl. Right now, she's a
teenager,
kind of an obnoxious teenager in this.
Yeah, and I still understand why everyone says yes. The flare is going to lead the dinosaur away. Why not a flashlight? Headlamps.
Well, the flare is an easy decision because that's just a callback.
I know, but it makes no sense. They do it's become that reoccurring thing in every movie. It's like, okay, you did with one dinosaur whose vision was based on movement, according to Sam Neill.
According to Michael Crichton, not science.
That's the thing. But granted, these movies don't deal in science.
Well, plus I think at the time we didn't know any better science-wise, so I guess I can't really blame that on Crichton. He used whatever information he had. Yeah. We know now that T-Rex had impeccable eyesight.
And the largest olfactory in history.
Yeah, like legitimately the greatest land hunter ever.
Oh, yeah. Don't care. I don't care about any of this.
I don't either.
There's no reason they've given me no reason to care about her wanting to leave.
Yeah. And we know that Owen was building a cabin out in
wherever.
I mean, this is going to be, I don't know if they showed a location, but it's
They said Montana.
Okay, so Montana. So yeah, it's going to be Montana. Obviously, that
in Fallen Kingdom, he's in the middle of a plain, not in the middle of a forest.
Exactly. Yeah. So but they need the forest because you're eventually going to have dinos.
Yeah. Every part of me is just telling me to skip ahead to our favorite sequence, and I know I can't do that.
Oh.
So you're gonna make me sit here and watch this crap?
Yeah. Aww. Yeah, there's like I said, there's more wrong with this movie than what we can talk about while it's going.
Some of it makes my head hurt, honestly.
Like if we had a way to build in and pause so people could also pause that are watching us walk, like but the problem is in this would be a 3-hour show and it's 3-hour episode.
okay, so I remember when we did Lost World, we really talked about how we would make it better. So during all this, you know, how do you make Dominion better?
Well, okay, so that's a tough question considering we're what are we, like 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in?
Something like that. It feels longer.
It feels longer. Because there's a lot that you could fix with this movie if they also didn't make some really bad choices later in the movie.
Yeah.
Because we would have more time to flesh out all of this stuff that we're complaining about.
If you took out one giant aspect of this movie, you'd have all this extra time to do a better version.
Exactly. That's why rewriting this movie is difficult, because the stuff I would do would like extend a lot of this to give it room to breathe, to give it more real storytelling. And the issue is you have so much coming up so quickly that it's like, well, now we have to fix that.
Yeah.
And then we have to fix that. So it's like, yeah, I could fix a lot of this stuff, but I think it warrants to not worry about fixing it.
Yeah.
Until like the
And
really bad parts come up.
Yeah. And
like right now, this is mostly just storytelling and editing. This isn't like creative mess. No, this is just storytelling and editing, because the story is fine. It's just the way that they put it together isn't good. So it's like you start getting into the creative stuff with the other half of the cast.
I think the biggest problem is, what is the story you want to tell? Well, yeah. Is it this story, or is it the nostalgia story? Which is funny, because this whole series of the Jurassic World franchise has all been based on nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's the first thing, is what do you want to accomplish? Do you want to tickle the memory bear, was it memory berries from South Park?
Oh yeah.
But like, that's the thing. If you want to tickle the nostalgia, or do you want to tell a good story? And that's the good thing about Fallen Kingdom. It told a good story. It didn't really worry about nostalgia.
No, it used what we knew of the world and just retconned and added in, but it didn't focus on it.
No, this movie focuses too much on it.
Yeah. 100%. Because now you start bringing in later, they start bringing in her birth mother,
Yeah.
her connection to the original park, to Hammond, to Wu, to like, and it starts becoming Jurassic Park without 4 other movies in between.
Well, yeah, and honestly, I don't care about all this stuff either. Like, there's a lot in this movie I don't care about, which that's not what you want.
This is the beginning of the second part of the movie.
Well, it's the beginning of the second movie, you mean? It's 2 movies in one.
Well, yeah, it is.
And not in a good way.
Not in a good way. This is the beginning of the second story within the story.
It's the B plot.
Yeah, this is the B plot that just wasn't needed.
Well, it doesn't make any sense.
Because if you focused on Maisie and the blood, and it was essentially an extension of Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah.
Fine.
But all this stuff doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, it's cool, but who cares? And that's the biggest problem, is who cares? Whack it with a shovel.
Yeah. Yeah, none of this stuff made this movie better.
No, it actually makes it worse, because it takes up valuable time.
Same exact clothes, nostalgia bait. It's exactly what she wore in JP1.
Yeah. And at the movies, when you saw her, did you go, "Yay, it's Ellie," or you're like, "Oh"? It's clearly that Colin Trevorrow and whoever you wrote this movie with had a message. They had a thing they wanted to get out.
Yeah, because they brought her back for JP3, and
just because they wanted to talk about the environment and all this stuff, and they thought she was the best because she's a paleobotanist. Which, being a paleobotanist, why are you doing this?
Yeah. That was overdubbed.
Yes, it was.
Her line
Yeah,
there
it was
was
80. Yeah, it
wasn't
was ADR'd.
Yeah. I wonder what the original line was. Because I just noticed that for the first time. I mean, I have the nostalgia bait for the music playing right now.
Yeah, I know.
Raptor claw hanging.
I know.
But that's one of my favorite tracks ever written is the soft version of the Jurassic Park theme.
Yeah, it's the piano.
Yeah. Mostly because of obviously to the effect it was used in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So him sitting in the tree with the kids, that's playing when he throws the hook or he throws the
I know. I know.
No, I know. Well, the viewers, they're probably,
Well, no, but that's the thing though. This
you
movie
can't expect people to know everything.
No. What? But it's like when you watch the Star Wars sequel trilogy, they've taken music that has very specific images and meaning, and then they put it with different things. Like prime example, it's with the Hobbit movie, the end of the Hobbit movie, the first Hobbit movie, An Unexpected Journey. It's the scene where the fire, the tree, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And Thorin gets up. It's slow motion. It looks so badass. The music they're using is the theme for the ring race. Why are they using that for this heroic moment? That's the thing. This is not a moment to have a big emotional connection that you get from that piece of music. That's what I'm saying. It's the wrong piece of music.
Well, no, I think it is because it's Alan and Ellie. It's just that's where execution comes into play.
But see
having them just standing here in the tent isn't.
But that piano music is not Alan and Ellie's theme. That's the problem.
No.
That's the thing.
Again, it was just the nostalgia bait with the music. It wasn't necessarily a good. It wasn't.
But see, you've got enough nostalgia bait on the movie on the screen. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm explaining why they did it. I'm not agreeing with what they did.
Oh no, I know why they do it.
That piece because you have Alan and Ellie on stage or on set together, not because it was a good idea. And it's like I don't mind them bringing in the original cast. I just don't like the story that they're involved in because it has nothing to do with the first 15 minutes of this movie.
Well, it's got nothing to do with the previous two movies either.
Well, no, but even this, they bring up Biosyn at the beginning in that voiceover, and all we know is that Biosyn is now in charge of all the dinosaurs and all the relocation and whatever. But okay, so So they're going to be the ones going after Maisie now, right? Well, maybe, but no. What?
Oh no,
Yes,
this
but
movie is poorly written.
yeah, this is one of those movies like what we were talking about with what movie were we watching? Oh, it was JP3.
Yeah,
It needed
a little bit more time.
this movie's long enough. But JP3
Yeah,
needed more screen time.
but that's the thing. This movie is long for the wrong reasons.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Again, if they had just focused on the human trafficking, dinosaur trafficking,
Yeah, the black market stuff.
this stuff.
Oh no, these guys are working. Yeah, this is working for Bison still. This is
No,
not the
that's
black
my
market
point.
stuff.
This
Yeah,
stuff. Like if they
yeah,
were worrying about this stuff more,
yeah. You got to
great.
show us the basically it's the effect the dinosaurs are having on the planet.
The issue is you don't need Ellie and Alan
No,
if it's an easy
yeah,
trafficking story
yeah,
because they have nothing to do with that.
yeah.
Really, the only reason that any of them are in this is because they figured out a way for Ellie's character or for Ellie to be relevant.
Even
Because then
then,
she
it's
goes to
still
Alan. She goes to
yeah,
Alan for counsel.
yeah. But she already had the idea to go to Malcolm without him. And he's saying no, don't go to Malcolm. So that's the thing. It's Sam.
Well,
Alan Grant is the one character who's
Malcolm went.
yeah. Alan Grant's the one character you don't need in this movie at all.
No,
And he has nothing to do. It is a waste of Sam Neill's talents.
he is toys. He is Woody in Toy Story 4.
Yeah,
He has
it,
nothing left to do.
yeah,
That is Woody's biggest problem. Is that's why he's so concerned about Forky is because he has nothing else to do.
yeah,
And that is a direct line from the movie because I have
yeah,
nothing else to do.
yeah.
That's kind
And
of Alan.
and little baby raptors they're not cute. Does nothing for me.
Beta, Grogu,
Whatever it's called.
Beta.
Yeah, I don't care about baby raptors. Look at that thing is not cute.
No, I don't care about Baby Yoda.
Nah. I did care about baby Groot. I did. I will admit, I did care about baby Groot.
That was well written.
That was well executed. Yeah,
Well executed.
yeah.
Petulant child. You were going to be sold off to human traffickers if these people didn't rescue you, and now you're acting like a little brat. Ungrateful. Ungrateful.
Also, why have a door where her room is?
Well, I'm guessing that wasn't supposed to be a bedroom.
Well, you lock it, you bar it, you make sure she can't get out through that way. And how did they know where the nest was? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. And this character, I have no
Yep.
idea who. Like, I don't
Yep.
know what the idea
Yep.
was.
Yeah, angrily husk that corn.
Incident reports. Hmm. So, like, how long
Yeah,
after he quit rescuing dinosaurs has he been with the CIA that now he's like, our
yeah,
guys?
yeah,
Like I said, his
yeah, I know.
character's so bad.
Like, a lot of the character writing in this movie does suck.
Yeah. Again, they're trying to do too much too quick
Yeah,
because they're trying
and
to get to what he was talking about, the Malta scene, and then they're trying to get to later in the movie at the Biosyn facility. They're trying to get to these big
yeah.
locations and these big set pieces immediately, and you can't do that
Well, see,
without
okay, they're already
giving the
at
movie an extra
Bison.
half an hour. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, I'm talking
the
later
problem, the
with
biggest
like
issue with this
the
movie
big
is too
battle.
many characters. Like,
Oh,
this
big
movie
time.
has way too many characters. You look at
This is
the
beyond
first
an
Jurassic.
ensemble.
If you look at the first Jurassic Park movie, it's what Alan Grant is Alan, Ellie, Ian, Hammond, the two kids. That's your main cast.
Hmm. Yeah, but they're all central with the same story.
Lost World, you got a bigger cast and it didn't work as well. Jurassic Park 3, what did they do? They went back to a very small cast and it
At least
worked.
in Lost World, all of those people were in the same thing together.
Yeah, yeah, same situation, same boat. Yeah. But the bigger the cast, the more work you have to do.
Yeah.
That's why Jurassic Park 3 works so well, because it's such a small cast.
Mm-hmm.
It's why Predator is one of the greatest movies, because it's just 6 men. Same with The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Small cast, so you can focus on those characters and make sure they're real. Here, everyone just seems two-dimensional.
Yeah.
And I feel weird for saying that with some of the stuff I've written.
Yeah, ensemble casts are not easy to write, let alone write for a movie.
Well, some movies do it really well. Like what we were talking about. You look at, say, James Gunn's Guardians, his version of the Suicide Squad, big ensemble, and it works because everyone's balanced.
Yeah. Tread not as scrawny. Financed by Adam Scron. I did quite a bit of research on Kenneth Lacavara, the paleontologist that discovered it.
See, I don't understand why they showed the Giganotosaurus then. They could have made it like the T-Rex from the first movie. You talk about it, you never see it, and then bam, when you do finally see it, it is scary. I've just been shown the head of something sleeping. That's not scary. How's that the apex?
That's why the initial reveal of the Indoraptor, I'm not a huge fan of, because they showed you that 3D sketch before they showed you the actual dinosaur.
But seeing a 3D sketch it's one thing. When you see it, the way they do the proper reveal with the shadow, with the reactions, that's really cool.
Just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have even mentioned it, is what I'm saying. It's just
the way. No, I get that. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But here I think that's even worse though, because you see it sleeping and you're like, wait, that's the apex predator?
Yeah. And this is another, I'm sure this is probably editing, is why is he weird?
Yes, yeah, the way that Dodson is done, he's it's almost like a lesser version of Jeff Goldblum.
Well, he's obviously supposed to be oh my god, Steve Jobs. Like, he's supposed to have that Jobs kind of like, but why is he weird? Like, what is the, like, he's just an odd fellow with no explanation whatsoever, so it comes off as just kind of like unnecessary.
Yeah. Whereas in the first movie, like in Jurassic Park 1, he's not the head of Biosyn, he's just a guy who works for Biosyn.
And he's
normal.
He's a normal guy.
Yeah, he's trying to be secretive, which is why he's wearing a terrible hat.
and he's very, very bald.
Yeah. But that's the thing. When you've got a character who you know very little about in the movies, you've got to do something with him to make him stand out. Especially when you got Jeff Goldblum doing the full Goldblum.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is at least that's the big problem with Dodson, is he just needed to be a normal guy, because you already have one weirdo with Goldblum.
Well, Dodson's our human villain. So let him be a human villain, not less.
And now he has his sunglasses back and he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah, and he's back in being the rock star. And they're doing the Indiana Jones, everyone loves him.
Exactly. That's a very, very diverse crowd in front of him too.
And where's one kid blinking with "love you" written on their eyebrows? That's all we needed. Seriously, that is all we needed.
Yeah.
But I know why they went back to doing this, back to this outfit, because It's the nostalgia. You make him look the way
Yeah.
he was in that first movie.
Well, they were also very either very content with this being the last one, or at least Trevino understanding that this was his last one for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this was
this
them
was
riding.
well,
This was their
this was
last
the
crusade.
end. Yeah, this was
This was the last
but
crusade. This was them riding off into the sunset. So just break out all the stops for nostalgia.
yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Oh yeah,
It's it's very much like corporate movie. This is corporate movie making.
yes. It was. Oh, by the way, this is your cast. Make it work.
Yeah.
Which never works. You write the movie, then you
Yeah.
cast the movie.
Yeah, you
They
can't
casted the
restore.
movie. They casted the movie before they wrote it.
Oh yeah.
So he went from 1 to 5 since the last time we've seen him. No, he had 3 in the
Yeah, he
first
had 3.
movie,
Yeah.
and we only saw 1 in Lost World.
Yeah. So,
And now
so
he
in the
has
space, he's got 2 more.
2 more.
And I have to admit, Alan Grant, the way he is in this movie, is exactly my reaction to the movie. Like he's the perfect audience surrogate.
Oh yeah, he is the audience surrogate because he is the most normal person here.
Yeah.
He's also the oldest person here. So
Yeah.
he's a perfect barista,
Hmm. And
down
he
to the
has,
beanie.
and he's Australian as well.
Is he? Is he actually
Yeah,
Australian?
the accent's Australian.
Okay. Barista's still talking.
Hmm.
Again, they're doing way too much, way too quick.
Yeah.
Way too quick.
And honestly, you've got the little comedy bit between Grant and the barista, which is more. I want to hear that whole conversation more than Ellie and Ian.
Well, it's like right now, what happened to Owen and Maisie, and like what happened at all that?
Yeah,
It's like
and now we get yet another character in the endless parade. That makes no sense.
well, he's evil. So
But the way he saw, but that's something a bad parent would say to a child.
he's clearly a bad parent if he is one, just based on his morality.
Yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't see Maisie as a human being, he sees her as intellectual property, as he says later.
Yeah.
What is he wearing?
Who? Okay, now we get to the best part in the whole best sequence in the whole damn movie.
Yeah, this is the best part just in general.
I mean, another Australian in the movie being a villainess.
She was in. What was she in? I get her and the actress from Shang-Chi mixed up.
From what?
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Like her. Like, what is this woman? Like, who cares?
I know.
This liaison woman who clearly doesn't care about human trafficking either. Is she supposed to be like another very unnecessary character?
Her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't mind her.
No. She checks off two very important boxes.
All right. What?
She fancies the opposite sex.
Uh-huh.
And she has a very, very particular complexion.
I was about to say, what? She's really tanned.
She does. She checks off. She checks.
No,
off
I get it. But I didn't mind.
Boxes.
I didn't mind her character. I didn't mind her character at all. I actually thought she and Owen were a better pairing than Owen and Claire.
Yeah, Barry was great in the first Jurassic World, and then
He's even better here.
No, but I'm just saying he's a good character that they just abandoned.
It's a good actor as well.
Yeah,
Omar Sy is really good.
Omar Sy is very good.
I like the fact that he's like when he's talking to this, he says, I spent 3 weeks sitting in a cafe with my brother, and I realized, nah, not for me. Like just the way he throws off his exposition is so just nonchalant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's not her at all. It's Xiling is the actress.
Oh yeah, no, I know who Xiling is. Yeah,
yeah. She was from something else that I liked, but I can't remember what it is. Doesn't matter.
And this is a good mixture of animatronics and CG.
Yeah. Again, all the underworld stuff is really interesting. It's entertaining. Like I said, it's all entertaining. It's very interesting. I like all of it. So it's one of those things when
I wanted more of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the whole movie could have just been Barry and Owen doing this. It's like watching X-Men First Class. They could have just made the whole movie about Magneto hunting down Nazis. I would have loved that. That could have been X-Men First Class, and I would have been happy.
Yeah. Like I said, if they just focused on this
Yeah, the movie would
the
have been
whole
awesome.
movie,
Yeah,
because all of this could still lead back to Biosyn,
yeah,
because it is Biosyn, because Biosyn's the one that's after Maisie. So it's
yeah.
like,
You just need to give a better reason for why they want her.
well, no, even if it's just the genetic stuff again, who cares? I mean, that's a because the cloning and stuff, that's a big enough reason, in my opinion.
No, but I mean, like, okay, they're after her for what? Why though? What is it about her blood? What is it about her genes? What is it about her that's special? That's my question.
Well, yeah, that they need to bring that up, but it can still just be about Maisie. Like it can be that she is special because
Yeah,
she is. Like it could be about that, which is fine. You don't need you don't need the holy trinity of JP back in
yeah,
this movie at all. You don't need the
no,
locusts. You don't need some ecological disaster. All you need is dinosaurs and human trafficking.
yeah.
You need an
And I do like
you need a sequel to Fallen Kingdom.
yeah, I like the trusty raptors. They're cool.
Oh yeah, it's just the evolution of what other cool
Yeah,
dinosaurs can we have?
yeah,
But I like how
and
they're
just
pure
and letting them wreak
also
havoc
purebreds.
in yeah, and you let them wreak havoc in exotic locales.
Well, and it is the evolution in the technology they used for the Indoraptor,
Yeah,
the sonic and laser
yeah.
tracking.
Oh yeah, no, that is cool.
It is, but it's miniaturized
Yeah,
because it's not the rifle. It's not. I had something really snarky to say about why do law enforcement officers always why are they always such terrible shots? But that's just me. That's just that's just me opening a can of worms with
yeah, yeah. Don't do that.
uh, being slightly interested in the gun community. I understand why a lot of law enforcement officers are terrible with guns. So, this whole sequence is just nuts
Yeah.
in a great way.
But see, in the extended version, this is extended a little bit, so we see him escape from that other dinosaur first as
Yeah.
well.
That was a Carnotaurus, the small one.
Yep.
This is an Allosaurus, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like it based on the skull. That looks like a Baryonyx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, why is Claire involved in a manhunt?
Yeah, why is Claire acting like a badass?
Like
She's not.
Owen, Navy, sure, whatever,
Yeah.
connections, whatever.
But
It's Chris
but why
Pratt. Like
Claire?
Chris Pratt is believable because he's got history of being
Yeah. But
cool.
why Claire?
Yeah. Claire should have been the man in the chair.
Yeah.
This is a great scene with the Velociraptors crossing each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
It's cool. Getting set up.
I like the design of the Atrociraptors, how they got a bit more of a flat nose instead of that elongated raptor nose
Yeah,
when it used to.
yeah. I like their the tonally too. Their color
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, well, that's based off the unused tiger raptors they were gonna have. It was gonna be the male raptors in the original. I think it was like Lost World. We're gonna have 2 varieties, and there was gonna be the tiger striping, orange
Yeah,
with a bit
because
of a black
you
stripe.
also had the pale. You had the pale raptor in JP3.
Yeah,
The female, the big female
yeah,
was a different color.
yeah,
You had that too, but yeah, I remember there were a bunch of different color variations in the
yeah.
early Jurassic Parks.
Oh, yeah. Like, where she thinks she's going?
And why isn't she in a hurry?
Yeah, and I mean, okay, so that we've talked about this when we've watched this anyway. This taser she's got is supposed to stun a dinosaur. That should knock her out.
Yeah.
See, this should be a halfway reveal. That's
Yeah.
the reveal of halfway through the movie, and we're not even halfway through the movie.
What's with all the walking?
Yeah, I know. She should not outrun a raptor.
Bryce Dallas Howard isn't the most athletic person on earth either. So
But, I mean,
no.
raptors supposed to be, what, top speed when they get going, it's like, what, 60 miles? Isn't that what the,
Yeah.
same speed as cheetah? No way you
Yeah.
can outrun that.
Yeah. Yeah. In Jurassic Park, they say 40 miles an hour, 50 when
Yeah,
hungry. But I think it's kind of believed later in the movies that they're faster.
yeah. So, she should not be able to outrun this.
No.
Like, that's a hunting machine, not a pet. So, it should be able to kill her easily. She's
Yes.
got plot armor, that's the problem.
Where'd that dinosaur come from?
What was that?
Where did that dinosaur come from?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Why wasn't that one trying to kill Owen and Barry?
Yep, yep. I like the fact that every time the raptor falls down, it's straight back up and keeps going.
Yeah. Like I said, everything with Chris Pratt, I believe, because
Yeah,
he's given us the confidence in his character.
yeah, and his backstory makes sense. He's a badass.
Yes. And between the Navy, the animal
Yeah,
behavioralist, all that stuff, like
yeah. With Claire, it doesn't. Our instruction to Claire is in an elevator in a prim and proper suit as an office worker.
what's so strange is because Jurassic World, all of the major characters were really well written.
Yeah, more or less.
I mean, they all had rock solid backgrounds,
Yeah.
and it gave their character credence. And like that, there's a guy on a moped just casually driving between two giant dinosaurs, but they had to have some sort of death scene. So
Well, yeah. He's on a scooter. He gets distracted by one, turns to look at it, and then gets eaten by the other.
you mean when he entered that plaza, he didn't notice like
Yeah, I know. But keep in mind, most people are all wrapped up in their own world. They don't care. They don't know what's happening around them.
I mean two
He had
giant
headphones. He had
predators.
earbuds in too, so
Yeah.
not hearing the thuds. I like the music here.
But she's always so overwhelmed all the time, and I
Yeah,
don't know if it's
she's feeling
her.
all the emotions all at once.
I don't know if it's Bryce or is it just the situation that they've put her in makes her look so bad.
It could be a mixture of both.
I guess. You know what it is? She's not good in like action suspense roles.
No,
She's not.
she is not. She's not an action star. Yeah, just wait until you and I watch Argyle. You'll really see how bad she is. Oh, that poor raptor. It just wanted to eat.
Yeah, he was just hungry.
Yeah, now it's gonna drown. What a the poor buddy.
Hmm.
That's the thing. If they'd gone the full black market route, they could have had so many amazing fun characters.
Yeah, because like we're already going to Biosyn. We didn't need to be at Biosyn yet.
Yeah. You do Bison's your big reveal. You drop hints about who Bison, you do your little reveals, and then you do the big reveal of what it is and what they're planning.
Yeah. It is Morrison Tripidus. That is a tiny Morrison Tripidus. I'm assuming that's a baby because Morrison Tripidus was actually quite big. But Morrison Tripidus is also new.
Hmm.
We just discovered that like 4 or 5 years ago. 20 actually I think like 2021.
So go on. We're missing valuable, important information here.
Mm-hmm.
Giving us hints that Ramsey is not all he seems to be.
It's very true. I'm not sure who anyone is. I'm not sure who anyone is who they seem to be.
Are you even you?
Not sure.
Are you sure? How do you know you're you in this situation?
I thought I was me, but now I'm not sure if I'm me or if I'm just in the simulation.
You sure you're not Henry Wu, sad old man Henry Wu in his hippie haircut and his cardigan?
Mm-hmm.
How to tell someone's being repentant and at the end of their rope? Bad haircut and cardigan.
Yeah.
But don't forget, in the previous movie, Blue is no longer genetically pure because of the T-Rex blood.
Yeah, it's a sock drawer, as Zia once put
Yeah,
it.
so then how does Henry know Beta is pure?
Well, he knows that Blue isn't pure, so.
But he just said both of them are pure.
No, I know, but even in Fallen Kingdom, he realized he was told, because Zia told him that it's a sock
Yeah,
drawer.
but then why? But if he, the continuity there makes no sense.
No. Like all of this stuff, I like. It gives the story
Yeah,
depth. It gives it meaning.
but it also, yeah, it does give us depth and all that, but also, I don't know, it just slows it down to me. That's the thing. This movie, its pacing is so all over the place.
Well, that's because it started off so rough and then in the middle, it was all.
We're not even at the middle of
Harshly
the
rough.
movie yet. That's the other thing. We're not even at the middle.
That's true. Yeah, like all this I'm fine with because it does fill in the bigger picture of why they need her, what the point of her being at Biosyn is.
Yeah.
Even Henry's repentance, like needing to fix the mistake of the locust. Fine, whatever.
But there's no setup for the locust previously.
No.
That's the thing. Like the big plot points come out of nowhere. Granted, the big plot points came out of nowhere in previous movies too, but
Sure.
at least with Henry, his character was consistent from Jurassic World to Fallen Kingdom. Mad scientist.
Slowly going down that rabbit hole of insanity.
Yeah.
Because he was
And suddenly
getting
we get
worse and worse and
yeah,
worse.
and now we get repentant hippie Henry with no explanation.
Okay, so here, this. Maybe he's still mad scientist if we don't have the locust storyline. Because now there's no reason for him to be repentant.
Yeah.
If we just had
And if he's mad scientist, he just said it. He's not been able to reproduce what Charlotte did. That's why he wants what's the name? So he can unlock the key to rewriting the human genome.
Yeah.
See, that's a way better story.
If we had no B story and Henry was an actual baddie, then we also could have gotten a horrific final nail in the coffin death of Henry Wood.
Yes, exactly. Not just what we get here.
Yeah, which is a like evolved, repentant storyline,
which is undeserved. His storyline is
it's undeserved.
Yeah. I would rather see him die than have the repentant story.
Yeah.
Just as to how arrogant he was in the previous two movies.
Yeah, like he could have been the arrogant jerk here, but he still could have explained to Maisie what he just did.
Because he wants her to. He's trying to convince her he's right.
Yes, and he wants her. Yeah. He wants to manipulate her feelings by using
exactly.
her mother.
Which that's way. I'd love that. Would be way better.
Instead, we get giant grasshoppers.
Yeah. And the other thing you could do is set up that Dodson is the one who's controlling everything, but actually it's Henry who's in power, not Dodson. Dodson's the front.
Yeah.
Which would explain why he acts so weird.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it could still be Dodgson, but it could have been where Dodgson always thought he was in control. And then when he tries to shut Henry down, say, Henry proves that Dodgson can't do anything because of the people bankrolling them. They believe in him more than they do Dodgson. So now Dodgson is
he's out, and you can still get rid of Dodgson the way they get rid of him in this movie. See, every time a character in this movie says "what though," I always go, "Yep, that's what I'm thinking right now too." Because everyone in this movie makes bad choices.
Yeah, like I said, that's why, like, needing to fix this movie, we can't really talk about it until now.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the movie, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, but why? Like, now, once you see the evolution of what we saw at the beginning of the movie, when it came
then you go of what's coming, because this movie is so apart from the previous two movies, except for the fact that dinosaurs are interacting with us. That's the only continuation, really.
Yeah, that they're also in the outside world.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
And even the writing of the characters, even the characters we've followed from the previous two movies, Owen, Claire, they're completely different in this movie.
Yeah.
And this is the part in the movie everyone says kiss.
Yeah.
That name shouldn't mean anything to them. They didn't know who Lockwood was. They were only dealing with Hammond.
They retcon it in with Ellie, but Alan shouldn't know who she is.
They did retcon it for her to know Lockwood?
She knew Charlotte.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They explain it that way, but Alan should be looking at them going, who?
Like, who? Yeah, well, who, what, where, why do I care?
Because it's clear that since Alan and Ellie broke up, they haven't really been in consistent
contact. Yeah.
So there's no reason for him to know, unless it was when they were dating, like prior to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That Ellie, which I guess would have been because Jurassic Park wasn't open yet when she would have known Charlotte.
Yeah. And they were on Site B. Charlotte was on Site B, not Site A. And Site A is where the park was.
Yes.
So she would have not had any interaction with Charlotte at all.
Oh, no, it would have been after. It would have been after because Maisie wasn't born until like 2009.
Yeah.
So Charlotte lived on Site B as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, Ellie wouldn't have known her.
That's the thing. There's so many This is like Game of Thrones level of you got to keep track of who knows who.
Yeah, but at least in Game of Thrones, you have some time for those relationships to actually like imprint.
And dragons and boobies.
Yeah, but it imprints into you, so you have an understanding of that world. This you're trying to think 30 years back. Then they're retconning, which is it works in comic books, not in everything else.
You know what they needed? Opening title crawl just to catch you up. That's what go Star Wars. Give me an opening title crawl for Jurassic Park.
This is my second favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, I know, just because it's your favorite dinosaur of all time.
It's not a dinosaur. That is a flying reptile.
All right. You know what? I got about an hour left before I'm going to have to go pick up my wife. So, I don't know if we're going to get through this movie. We're at the official halfway point of the movie.
Yeah. That's why we don't stop it.
Oh, when I've got to go to get Sam, I'm going to get Sam.
Yeah, I know.
This might have to be a do-over.
Nah.
See, this is why I believe Owen can do all the badass stuff. The way he's talking to her, everything, he's keeping her focused. He's getting all the,
But that's also Chris Pratt selling the role.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Chris Pratt sells, he sells every role he has.
Did you see right now, Terminalist is like one of the top watch shows, period, because of a side project that's coming out. And people
the prequel,
the prequel, with what is it, Dark Wolf?
Focusing on Taylor Kitsch's character,
yeah. People are going nuts over Terminalist right now.
Good plan. Oh, that's right. We're coming to your least favorite moment in this movie.
I mean, sometimes there can just be too many dinosaurs, and they don't know what to do with them.
It's a cool sequence, though.
Okay, but pick a dinosaur that is actually feasible to swim in icy water.
Hey, it's got feathers. It's warm.
It's got wings, too.
See, that reveal should have been bigger.
Yeah.
I do love this sequence.
It's a great sequence, too.
Yeah. Just because of the dinosaur, the way it's shot and everything. It goes back to Jurassic Park 1 with the horror element.
Yeah. But again, it's the way they explain things when they were talking about Morris and Tripodus, how they don't screw with DNA.
But with this dinosaur, though, it would be territorial. That's the only thing.
No,
It's
but
being
Therizanosaurus wasn't this big,
oh.
and it wasn't a predator.
Okay, so how long have you been studying dinosaurs? How long have you been a paleontologist?
I mean, I can read. Therizanosaurus was an herbivore. He was a forager.
Yeah.
He was 15 feet tall, not 30.
Yeah, but Bryce Dallas House is very small. she's tiny, like her dad and brother, height wise.
No, I mean, this is a badass creature because not a lot of people know about it, and it's
That's
really
the thing.
cool. And
They're leading into creature feature territory. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
But again, it's not. It wasn't.
And if you were to do the do the proper thing, no one's going to buy it. It's not going to be scary. Remember, rule of cool.
But again, that's a gripe. That's not a oh to hell with this. That's just a gripe. That most 90+% of the people in the audience are just
well. Also,
because Colin Trevorrow told us that this dinosaur is a predator. I believe it.
Well, see, no, because it killed a deer and then it ate the leaves. So it's not a predator. It's a territorial thing.
It was trying to eat the deer.
No, it didn't. It ate the leaves.
That's where the body was. It went after the deer's body.
No, it ate the leaves because it swipes it swipes across it to get it away from the leaves. Nah. It's being territorial. That's why it's following her. It's a trespasser on its territory.
That the Irish girls swimming in green water.
This is such a cool shot.
Yeah.
With the ripples.
It's not that I don't really like her character. It's the fact that it's another character.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is one more character in a long line of characters. I get that.
Even like Ramsey, I don't mind. Like, there's a legitimacy to his character because he doesn't agree with what the company is doing. So he's like corporate espionage to take him down. Like, I get it. Great, fine. But I'm assuming all of this can be done without Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant, and
Oh yeah,
Ellie.
yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. Like, it's still the same story. And yeah, this is so dumb. And now this thing's gonna perform some cool underwater acrobatics, moving at
And
like
yes,
Mach
it's the
6.
rule of cool. Come on, you're doing a dinosaur movie. You got to go rule of cool.
I know, but
Because if you went 100% reality, it'd be boring.
yeah. But again, this is where like our suspension of disbelief can only be suspended for so long.
I have no problem with this. That's the
I
thing. I've got no problem with
watching a
this.
raptor swimming in icy water like a fish,
I got no problem with that.
pulls me out of the story.
It doesn't for me. That was the perfect moment for a cheesy one-liner.
It's coming.
That's not a cheesy one-liner.
No, it's coming. It's still coming. Had to slip in that she was a lesbian.
See, no, to me, that could be male redheads, like yourself.
No, that definitely was not
Yeah, I know.
intended to
No, I know.
come off as that.
I know.
And they're very, very, very forward with it at the end of the movie.
Yeah, true. I don't watch this movie that often, so if I do, it's just one sequence.
Yeah, it's true. Like he could have been. He said it could have been another character that was taking her back to the airfield right now. It didn't have to be these guys. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the movie could continue the way it is with half of the
Without.
cast removed.
Oh, yeah.
And half the story removed.
Yeah.
Which would have given us more structure in the main storyline.
Yeah.
Chance
Oh, yeah.
to
No,
chance to let it breathe.
Yeah.
That's a true rewrite. Where you can remove
Yeah.
half the story and still make it work.
And during the, remember at the end of Jurassic Park 3, we have that great moment where at the very end of JP3, you get the army and everything turning up and then it cuts to black.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they do that here where you could have had during the opening shots of military fighting against pack of dangerous dinosaurs?
Yeah. Exactly. And this still, again, all of this could happen with just a different chaperone character. What's sad is it's not that I don't like Alan Grant and Ellie back together in this movie. It's just doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
It's just not necessary. And again, it's one of those things where they wasted opportunities and time as the years have gone by to bring back these characters, to work them into other movies. I mean, what did we say? There was 14 years between JP3 and Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Could have been a fourth Jurassic Park movie worked into there to help really tie in instead of
Mhm.
having it cut to black with the military, right? Could have
Yeah.
had the
But
entire gang back
those
together for JP4.
yeah.
Now Ian just goes fully in. Is a
It
very
just
interesting, dramatic goodbye.
it was just like it had the last word.
I mean, that's where and a lot of these movies, there's a ton of ad libbing,
Yeah.
and they probably just liked the like the mood of that, and they were just like, yeah, whatever, just go with it. It's fine. We got Rex. Now, are we to assume that this is Rexy?
If it's got the scars on it, yes.
Because it would have gotten moved, or is that still
Yeah.
is
They actually got
no?
out, remember?
Yeah, that Rexy got out. Yeah, they rescued that Rexy. Scarred now.
That's twice now. They made T-Rex a bitch.
Yeah, they do that a lot, or they've done it a lot.
Well, it's only been 2 times, really. This and then Jurassic Park 3. Unless they do it more in Rebirth. Don't tell me.
No, I can tell you they don't. But
Oh, good.
it's also different T Rexes. It's not
Mm. Yeah, it's not the same.
no. I mean, it is dark.
But
like indoors with like bright medical lights, I could
it's
see
more the
wearing.
music. He takes his glasses just as the music swells heroically. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, again, it's supposed to swell heroically, but it wasn't.
it failed. It failed to be heroic.
Yeah, it wasn't executed well.
No.
As I said, nowadays you have movies that are well written that are poorly executed. You have movies that are poorly written that are executed really well for what the actors were given to work with. And then you have utter abysmal failures on both ends. You very rarely get a movie where it was well written and executed greatly.
That's actually how it's always been with Hollywood, mate. This is not a
but I mean,
thing.
you like not always. You had the golden era of film for 20 or 30 years where you were getting blockbuster after blockbuster.
No, not really.
It's
not
been
really.
like the last 10 or 15 years.
No, it's always been like that. It's just you're more aware of it because we're getting more dross.
Yes. It's also the age of the movie star has been dead for 20 something years.
Yeah.
Talking about an iconic character in Alan Grant, and we're talking about how Sam Neill's really old for the role right now. So I mean, that's part of it. Is it's just the age of movie heroes is dead. They've been weaned out of Hollywood by Hollywood. Dimitridon, also not a dinosaur. It's such a bad scene too.
This one?
Yeah. This was nostalgia bait and it was poorly executed.
The whole movie's nostalgia bait.
Well, there were parts that were like,
yeah.
I think fine.
This is the most silly part of the whole movie, just for what's about to happen.
Honestly, all of the worst parts of this movie are the nostalgia baits.
But this part is the worst part
of the movie.
Yeah, but there's one part in particular. It's about to come up. It's the silliest part of the whole movie.
Well, like this is like you have one behind you. You have a ladder that's going up. And now you're backing up.
But remember, this is Claire, not the brightest tool in the shed. Not the most active.
Back to that one. So she's going to disappear from view from this one, but that doesn't solve the one that's directly
in front of her. Yeah, I know.
In front of her. Going up the ladder. This is going up the ladder would have been a good decision.
Oh yes, it always would have been. But to me, this is the silliest part in the whole movie, just for what's about to happen. That. that the go on get. That's just
And right now, I have no reason to believe that this is the same guy from the first movie.
I know.
No reason other than a name. And even
I
then,
know.
it took me on like my second or third watch to figure it out. Actually, it was after my probably after my second or third watch, and then you still had to tell me.
Yeah.
Like there was no explanation that was like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
like he should have been like, I tried. What do you mean you
Yeah.
tried? I tried to stop this. I tried. Like he could have played the heroic hero. I
Yep.
tried 30 something year, whatever. And then there could have been a camera angle where you saw the Barbasol can in the background, and you would have
Yeah.
been like, "Oh crap!" Like you had the nostalgia, but you didn't use it.
Mhm.
In that case, you had a great way
And
to like
and this is probably the worst, like, way to get rid of
you can't
something.
gas them.
Yeah, you suck the air out, suffocate them, do something, not set them on fire, and then walk away like you're a early James Bond villain.
And he carries around peanuts. Like, what are you eating? Are you like genetically modified? So you're turning into like, what do you expect gonna happen?
Yeah, see, that should be stronger. The glass above them should be a lot stronger.
It shouldn't have been glass.
Yeah,
Why
and
is there
that.
glass?
Now, now, granted, this gives some really cool like visuals,
Oh no, the
but
visual is great. Why are they still on ground level?
well, she's up high.
I know, but they're not. Now it obviously it's meant to portray like
The
the
end of the
asteroid.
world.
The end
Yeah,
of the dinosaur world. So it's like it's cool. When they start falling from the sky. Yeah, driving fast, Ian driving fast is probably not the best thing to be doing.
just in driving.
It's true.
You don't say.
It's safe to be flipping around old people.
Mhm.
So their reactions I actually buy. Jeff Goldblum wouldn't be bothered. Sam Neill would be
Yeah,
genuinely hurting.
yeah,
And and Lauren Dern would be terrified.
yeah,
Like it's like and that was the first time she's ever called them her parents.
yeah.
So great line hidden in mess.
Yeah, I know.
Or great
Yeah,
moment.
that's like it's supposed to be that's supposed to be big and epic, and it's just like important, and it's just almost thrown away.
Yeah. They could have zoomed in on her more. She could have been out of the like car already standing there and the
Mhm.
camera could have come in. But no. And now we're gonna get the ensemble finally together.
Yeah.
Of course, it's Owen and Sam, or Owen and Alan Grant. Yeah, I don't think Giganotosaurus is going to care.
And that's just to show you how mean and tough he is. They've said that like 4 times.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, they didn't listen to Ian in the first movie.
Now it's a dragon.
Hmm.
I do respect what's her name. She just jumped in there. She's like, I'm in.
Yep, yep.
I,
Well,
I'm first.
ex-Navy, ex-Air Force.
Screw all y'all. I'm in.
Yeah.
I am not boots on the ground type of girl.
Yeah, let her get eaten. Let her get eaten.
What's with all the hero walking? Who's walking?
Yeah, I know. And how does Maisie know what that is?
I don't know. Now they're all taking their turns.
Except for Ellie, she did nothing.
Typical. So does that mean the carnivores aren't going to try and kill the herbivores anymore?
It's a Noah's Ark situation. They're going to get on in harmony.
Oh, the barista got out, thank God. I saw
That's
the
the one
apron.
character I did care about surviving.
Yeah, the apron. Honestly, that's the one character that I wish we would have gotten a like.
Another
Who
scene
was
with.
who was it that died in JP2? Is that who is the writer that was killed?
Oh, David Cope.
It was David
Kep.
Koch. David Koch was the one that he died, right? The
Yeah.
T-Rex
Yeah.
ate him outside of
Yeah.
the video
Blockbuster.
store.
Yeah.
Blockbuster,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, the barista could have gotten a treatment there.
They explained to her to Ellie what it was, and she
Yeah. That was I'm assuming that this scene was shot before the other one.
Yeah.
I bet guarantee you this was shot first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying. That doesn't make it right. I'm just saying. I guarantee you they were shot like this was probably the first scene and that was probably the last scene. Something like that. Something dumb like that.
Yeah.
And God forbid they have it properly written and storyboarded so
but
they don't
no,
get
but they have a
stuff.
continuity supervisor. They have a script supervisor, someone who makes notes about all that sort of stuff.
Well, clearly they either don't or that person was hired for activism reasons instead of talent.
So once again, just because they could, clearly they didn't.
Just like the original director of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Who lasted all of 3 days. Because she was terrible at her job. So right there, you saw Barbara Saul, and I still don't know that he's the guy from the first movie.
Yeah, that he's still that Dodson. Yeah, I know.
All I know is that maybe they just discovered it while pilfering the island.
Yeah, I know.
Resources. That's what my head was going through. Going, oh, they were on Site A at some point and found that. Cool.
I know.
Which is obviously true
at the
because
movies,
Dodson wasn't on Site A.
When I saw this movie in the cinema, the moment he came out as they said Dodson, I'm thinking, is it? Are they doing are they going back to that Dodson? And then when they had the Barb's looking, oh, they did.
Well, see, that's the problem with how they didn't mention any of this in the first.
Yeah, movie. I know. Yeah, they it was really poorly done.
Well, I'm just saying in Jurassic Park. Because that was all a part of the novel.
Yeah, but they like it's not a big part of the story. That's the thing, though.
It's even smaller in the movies, and it's 30 years later. So it's like,
yeah, I know. And unless you're,
it wasn't mentioned in any of the middle movies.
Yep, I know.
And that's the problem with these deep cuts. Is you're gonna. That's why I like the Marvel stuff. Like you have some like the movies that they're trying to bring out, and you have to watch A, B, C, and D in order to understand them.
I know,
and I ain't watching any of it. So yeah, it's just like I don't have time to watch A, B, C, and D to understand F. So I'm just not going to watch any of them, including F. And that's everybody. That was like what was the show that they the Ironheart show.
Oh yeah.
Before they released Ironheart, they made a list of everything you need to watch to understand Ironheart, which was literally canceled before it was even premiered.
I know. And when
there was there were 5 things, including shows, which were multiple seasons that you needed to watch. I'm sitting here going, for a show that nobody wants to see.
Ain't nobody got time. Not only is it a show they don't want to see, a show nobody asked for.
Correct.
You know,
that was 2.5 years removed from being finished.
And they crap
shot,
and they crap all over Tony Stark.
Yeah. With a narcissistic villain in Riri Williams. They said she has one of the greatest villain story arcs or origin
and she's
story,
supposed to be the
and
hero.
she's the hero.
Yeah.
But they also said it matches the comic because the comic is equally narcissistic and terrible.
Yeah, fair enough.
And has been canceled 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Same with Captain Marvel. Or not Captain Marvel, technically Miss Marvel. No, yeah, one of the Marvels has been canceled a bunch of times.
Well, Miss Marvel is the little girl. Captain Marvel is
in the comics, Miss Marvel was originally Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That's
and they changed it. Yeah, they changed the name because of DC's Marvels.
Yeah, because of DC's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Which is Shazam, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Shazam was the god that gave Captain Marvel the powers, right? The name of the god? Or
No,
was
the
Shazam
name,
just the
Shazam stands for the strength of it's basically like the incantation to become Captain Marvel.
Gotcha. Yeah, because doesn't he like say Shazam and he becomes
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it's like the catchphrase.
Almost. Yeah, it's like the strength of Hercules and some other things.
Gotcha.
It's basically
an acronym.
It's the acronym for all the powers he has.
Gotcha. Yeah, and he's actually Captain Marvel in the comics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So that makes sense. I do kind of like how Alan goes a little kind of like demented and like he gets lost in his own science, like that. He's talking about how they kill you, and he's like, and he's so like, he's so lost. Like I said, he's so lost in the moment. Pipe wrench. Classic melee weapon.
I like how Grant just seems to know what triangulating means.
I mean, he knows a lot about raptors, so whatever. It's Alan Grant.
And that makes sense. Go for the oldest and weakest of the pack.
Well, it didn't go for her, and that was the whole point of that. Is that
I know.
It showed. I don't know if you paid attention to it, but when
I have to pay attention to movies now. Come on.
No, when she says her name is Beta and she's explaining the name to Henry.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
She's moving her hand and Beta's following it. So there is
there's a connection. I know.
There's a connection.
I don't care.
No, I know, but it's kind of like the connection between Owen and Blue.
Laura Dern wanted to do some action.
So did Bryce, apparently. I also don't believe that was actually Laura Dern swinging those.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah. So destroying it activated it?
It was redistributing power. That's what they had to do.
Okay, but
in
order to redistribute power, you have to fix something usually, not destroy something.
I know. But come on, this movie doesn't
So
use
now
logic, remember?
nothing should have power, including the ADS.
But remember, this is a movie where people are walking quite casually away from raptors.
Yeah, we've seen that multiple times where the quickest way to escape is to walk,
Yeah.
confidently walk,
Yep.
not scurry while piddling down your leg like the rest of us would be.
And leaving a trail of caca.
Yeah, caca and poo poo. It's the second time somebody has lost that.
Okay, so Barbasol is a very unlucky shaving cream to have.
Apparently, it is a survivor though. So how is there one already in? Oh, through the window. I was about to say, how does
Yeah, it
one
breaks
already get
through.
inside? It breaks
Yeah, it
through the
breaks
window,
through.
and now we get another.
And this one, yeah, comes in through the. So there's 3.
Is he really just talking to it?
Yep.
So what's your story? That's what he
Yeah.
was asking.
Yeah. So because it just shows he knows nothing about dinosaurs.
No, it to me it means he's psychotic and we don't know why. Like
True.
what is I thought it was going to be the stuff that he's eating. Like I thought there was going to be like some sort of like contaminated because it's biosyn whatever.
Ah.
Like he's eating like the cricket food or whatever it is.
Imagine that he was eating the same food they were feeding the crickets, and he turns into a giant cricket
Ooh.
and gets
Turns
eaten
into a
by the blind scary dino
Therizinosaurus.
Bob. He's a Bob. He's a Bobosaurus.
Bobosaurus.
No, Henry. No, you stay and die. Nah.
Mm-mm.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Macy's a terrible character. She keeps making decisions for the entire planet.
Just too many people. Now Ramsey's the hero
Mm-hmm.
leading the charge.
Mm-hmm. Well, they gave everyone their
Now
little
they have the
moment.
hero. They all have that hero stance, shoulders back, looking up.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The
All you
movie
need was a
poster,
camera to spin around on 360 and you get the Michael Bay shot.
and then the Tchaikovsky sister brothers shots with the
Oh, you mean
you
the
know
bullet time?
yeah the bullet time, the Matrix.
Yeah, all you got to do is just say bullet time. Everyone knows what bullet time is.
It's true.
You don't need to tongue twist yourself with trying to figure out what the Wachowskis are now.
The Chihuahuas. I don't. The more I see this movie, the less and less I like the design of the Giganotosaurus.
Yeah,
It's one of my least favorite, like physically designed dinosaurs.
yeah, it's
And I
ugly.
think, well, I think the problem is like you're making all these big predators every single movie, and now you have to distinguish them from one another,
Yeah,
which is sad because one of the best is the Indominus Rex. Like the design of that dinosaur is so great for like the big predators. The Indoraptor is amazing too, but that's
hot rod.
the hot rod exactly. T-Rex getting bitched around again. The heaviest predator ever to exist, and it gets thrown around like it's a rag doll.
By the largest land predator, so, you know.
Yeah, but T-Rex was still heavier.
Yeah, I know.
T-Rex was pound for pound the heaviest. So it would have been able
Hold your
to.
hand up. Hold your hand up. That's what this movie told me. If you hold your hand up in front of the dinosaur, it'll stop it.
Right.
Again with the flares.
Get the nails that are clearly not sharp. What are those gonna do against that crocodile hide?
Scratch it.
Stop it.
It's gonna scratch its eyes out.
Like Meg. Remember when
Yeah,
Meg
when
was
she's yeah. Yeah.
her superpower was just growing out her nails, and it was just annoying.
Yeah.
Wasn't actually good at doing anything, terribly effective. Comes back from the dead again.
And that's just that like that shot, you go, cool shot. But it makes more sense when you get to when you have the prequel, the prologue opening set in prehistoric times. It makes more
Mhm.
sense then.
True. Stop it.
We already saw an impaling with Indoraptor.
Mhm.
Yeah, this movie is well and truly a mess for me. I do have to rank it. It is the worst out of the bunch. Lost World beats it out because Lost World is enjoyable at
Yeah,
least.
Lost World, as much as we complain about it, you and I have said time and time again, we talked about it on this show.
Yeah,
And you and I will sit and watch Lost World together and go, "Yeah, at least it was fun." It was like
yeah, it's entertaining, and that's
it's
my big thing.
entertaining.
I want to be entertained, and this movie is not entertaining
You are
except for
allowed to
one.
be entertained by bad movies.
Yeah, we are,
This
but this is not
this is
a.
yeah, this is
This is bad. This is not entertaining bad, except for one
well
moment.
well, as I said, that there's parts in this movie that are entertaining. The problem is the story is so bent out of shape that I can
Yeah,
hardly enjoy the good parts.
yeah, that's the thing.
Where like Lost
It,
World, the story is kind of all over the place, but at least it's consistent.
you've got plenty, and there's plenty to enjoy.
And there's downtime.
Yep.
There's
Whereas this
funny
movie is trying to
moments.
do
There's
this movie is trying to do too much too quickly.
yes, exactly. And that's the big difference between Lost World and this movie. At least Lost World, you have a common theme, a common storyline for all of the characters. That movie is super easy to follow.
Yeah, it is.
The plot and the motivation for the villain and the hero is very, very
Yeah.
simple.
Where this is way
It's
it's
everywhere.
yeah.
You have two
It is
main
trying to be
storylines that needed their own movies,
yep.
essentially,
Eh,
to make
yeah.
it work.
At least a 2.5 this is 2.5 hour movies mushed together.
And this is so it okay, so maybe it doesn't work in this movie particularly, but when you're making a movie like this, you need to give it the Deathly Hallows treatment.
Yeah, you split it into two. Exactly.
Yeah. If they're telling you that we're gonna shoot 2 Jurassic World movies at the same time, which is gonna save us $100,000,000 because we're not shooting them at 2 separate times, you just shoot it all together and then release it a year apart from each other.
Yeah.
You give it the Lord of the Rings treatment.
Yeah. But also
Universal would have been like, okay.
but
I
also
mean,
granted, the if one movie was solely this, the locust and all that with
it
Ellie
would have
and
been
Grant,
it would have been
I wouldn't have
so
seen it. I wouldn't have cared.
yeah. I didn't see this in theaters.
I did.
This is the only one I didn't see in theaters.
Oh no, I saw this in theaters. It was
I saw
funny.
them all.
So I saw it in theaters.
Except this movie.
I saw this in theaters, right? It was like opening weekend. It was my mum, my dad, and myself. We went to what's called Gold Class, so nice recliners, food, and all that. Empty seat next to me. Guy comes in. He's got that seat next to me. 20 minutes into the movie, he's asleep and snoring. He slept through the entire movie.
I guess see how he's like super happy that he's fixing everything. It's going to take generations of breeding.
The locust, yeah.
It's not just, oh, I'm going to fly around and touch them all and cure everything. It's going to, so essentially what he's doing is you're introducing infertility, maybe? Like what is happening right now? Because the only way it works is if they mate.
It's never explained why
they need
Charlotte did. Yeah, what Charlotte did to Maisie, and then what he figured out and how he did it. Yeah.
That's why it doesn't make sense. If it was just the story about Maisie and the cloning technology and her bloodline for human cloning, say, because Biosyn is maybe going to sell that technology to someone else.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
I can totally buy
unlocking the human gene and being able to rewrite human genes and rewrite.
And then maybe you get what everybody's been asking for 25 years is a human dinosaur hybrid.
Yeah. And that was the original plan for Jurassic. Like they were going to do that for Jurassic World 3. They were going to do it in Jurassic Park 3. They were going to do it in Jurassic World, and they always chicken out because apparently it's unbelievable.
So is a theme park full of dinosaurs?
No, I believe that.
Yeah, so they're in California. They're not even in Montana.
Right, it's California. I didn't know they got snow in California.
Yeah, in the mountains they do. The whole eastern side of California.
Oh yeah, was it the Sierra Nevada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Cascade Mountains?
I don't live in the US. I don't know. Don't ask me geological questions about your country.
I think it's a Cascade Mountains. But yeah, the Sierra Nevada is where the wrangling was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, up in the mountains they get snow. Yeah, I think it's Cascade Mountains. They run down like Washington, Oregon, and California. And then you have everything in between, and then you have the Rockies, and then you have everything in between, and then you have the Appalachians. Like the three major mountain. Again, fine. Great. It just doesn't need to be about locusts.
Mm-hmm. As I said, Colin Trevorrow,
or it needs to only be about locusts. It can't be.
That's the thing. Colin Trevorrow and his writing partners had they had what they wanted to do, and then they had what the studio wanted them to do, and they put it together and came up with this mess.
Yeah, 100%. There was Universal saying A, B, and C has to be in the movie. And Trevorrow going, that's not what we want to do.
Yeah, because Trevorrow wanted to do the thing about his big thing was the locust. He wanted to talk about the food shortages. He wanted to talk about that. That's what his thing was.
Which proves that it was a horrible mistake to bring him back.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you 100%. Don't bring back Boyana, we can never remember his name. Boyega? Is he Boyega or Boyana?
Bayona.
Bayona. J.A. Bayona, right?
Boyega is Finn.
John Boyega, yes.
Yeah. Bayona, Spanish.
Yeah, Bayona. So even if you don't bring him back, Trevorrow was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, he did great with Jurassic World. he just,
But you had 14 years to like, you had like, you're starting fresh. You weren't continuing.
Yeah.
So, but
that
again,
that was Jurassic World Dominion, and once again, yes, it is a terrible movie, and yes, it is definitely my least favorite of the bunch.
Yes, absolutely it is. And what's so funny is I see so many people like, you know, we all do lists. I do lists all the time, and I released my list, revised my list, was it yesterday, a couple days ago?
I saw that.
With Rebirth included. And I'm stunned. So there was one comment that was cool because he likes, who was it? I can't remember who it was, but he likes Fallen Kingdom as much as we do.
Oh, that was Doug. Wasn't that Doug Goodman?
Oh yeah, Doug Goodman. Yeah, another indie author, a friend of ours.
Yeah, he's a 7th Press author. He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's a creature feature type guy with the stories that he likes or that he likes to write. But he said the same thing. As he goes, I just don't get why that movie didn't get the love. And I said I think I said because it brings back the horror elements that we're missing.
Yeah, it leans really. It goes full creature feature, and people didn't want that. Yeah. They want the majesty of dinosaurs and the nostalgia, not something different.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate with that, and that was obviously why Bayona was not brought back. Because if it was a big success, they would have obviously brought it back.
But it's also the same thing.
We say big success, but it still did, I think, almost $1 billion.
It had to be super mega.
Could you imagine if Universal could guarantee $1 billion a movie?
Oh, if any studio could do that. Yeah, if any studio could do that.
Yeah. As I said, I'm like, they're complaining. Back then they were complaining about a movie that wasn't like renownedly loved, that did like $800 and something million. And now the top grossing movies in the world can barely do that.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like,
that's what happens.
Yeah, that's the hindsight stuff. But so and again, this was a very, because we talk about Jurassic Park being cinematic masterpiece, you know, at least in my opinion, it is. Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, a watchable romp. That's about all I can give it. JP3 was better. Still had some issues. Jurassic World, I love. Fallen Kingdom, I love. And then this is the worst of the bunch. It's the third one in the revitalized series.
Yeah.
It was such a disappointing end to. Yeah. That's why I'm stunned that we got a 7th movie.
But that's the thing. Like after Jurassic Park
climate, I was stunned because they can't guarantee mass profit anymore.
No.
But
it's a franchise where people will go. It's a guaranteed people. It's guaranteed people will see Jurassic.
Well, this is what you were talking about with Star Wars. They make Star Wars movies because of merchandise.
Yeah. Same with Jurassic Park, but also with Jurassic Park, it's got that with Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, it's that thing of they're the only game in town as far as dinosaurs go.
Yeah.
Same with when Disney was doing Pirates of the Caribbean, only game in town.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. But I'm going to have to skedaddle.
Yeah, we can get off. Yep. So
no. I mean, I don't want to. I want to finish having this conversation properly.
No, we're fine.
But I can't.
we talked about this series for six episodes. We're good. We can end it here. So yes, that is the end of our Jurassic saga. The next episode you see from Rich and me is going to be a different movie. I know, weird, right? It's going to be a completely different cinematic universe.
Well, no, it's just what they said, Rich and me. It should be, Richard and I.
I think me is actually correct in that content.
No, Richard, it's still Richard and I. It's never me.
No, but
unless you're Jar Jar Binks.
Well, if I said if you're going to see a new episode from I, that doesn't make sense. So it should be me.
No, that'd be from us. Oh my gosh. I can see the vein. My job here is done.
And I upset him for something relevant to talk about in the movie. which was pointing out that Quetzalcoatlus was not a dinosaur.
I had to get revenge. I just got it just then. So, you know.
Thank you. But yes, next episode you see from us will be a different universe, different characters, different everything. And we just did this because we had the big release of Rebirth this summer. So why not lead into it with that? So,
yes.
But thank you very much for watching. And if you're still watching, subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.